Should I unwrap my ice cream now or later?
No, we need that ASMR.
Okay.
Right? We need
Yes, I shall wait.
we need to get that audience in there, you know? Capture that niche. Hey, what is going on, you guys? Welcome to One of Each, the Dumb and Hungry podcast, where we talk about our food adventures and our favorite food groups. I'm Angelo, the Dumb and Hungry.
And I'm Mychow.
And thank you for joining us. I hope you're doing all right. Mychow, I hope you don't get tired of hearing this theme. But you know, like you said, it's somewhat nostalgic.
Yeah, no, it's been a good break.
That's all right. Good. Hey, how you doing?
I'm okay. You know, here.
Okay.
Existing.
Hey, do you watch those Oscars?
You know, I didn't. I've completely forgot about it, but good on all the winners. Congrats to all of them.
There you go. I hope your favorite team wins or something.
The Boy and the Heron won. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Good. Yeah, thank goodness this is not a film, TV, entertainment type program.
Oh, we'd be in the wrong category for that.
Way wrong. That's fine. Stick to our strengths here. Yeah. What's going on with you?
Nothing really. Apparently Trader Joe's. I don't know if it's new, but that's my first time seeing it. They have ice cream. That's like a half chocolate dipped what is it, ice cream sandwich?
Well, why don't you open it up for us and
yeah,
do a real time unboxing review type thing.
It's actually kind of small and a little sad, but I mean, so it's like tiny.
I feel like they forgot to dip the entire thing.
Well, that's the thing, right? There's no sandwich cookie part on the chocolate dipped side, so it's just chocolate dipped ice cream, and then the bottom side is the cookies.
Got it.
Not that I'm against it, but we'll
try it out.
It's just so small. Yeah, it's exactly what you expect. It comes in a pack of 6.
Pack of 6? Okay.
Yeah, so if you like that kind of thing, buy 2.
So it's a pack of 1 divided into 6.
Yeah,
like
basically.
1 serving size divided into 6 bite-sized pieces. So it's so what? The filling is like a vanilla or something?
Typical vanilla ice cream, yeah.
And then you got chocolate dip and then just chocolatey sandwich thing. How does the sandwich part taste?
Very soft.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
So did you just find this like in Trader Joe's? Like it's just by chance?
My sister showed it to me. I was like, oh, I'll try it.
Okay.
It's good. It's just so small. And I love like ice cream sandwiches are one of my favorite like at home kind of ice cream things.
Ah, okay.
Good so I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah.
You know, yeah, I guess I don't get to enjoy ice cream sandwiches as much. I mean, like, you know, when I get ice cream, I just order ice cream, get scoops of ice cream. I don't even get like toppings or anything, you know?
Totally.
Yeah, not even whether toppings or even like, you know, offered as a sundae or something.
Not even Sundays.
I just get scoops. Maybe I'm a little too plain that way. Maybe I need to change it up.
Nah, I know someone who only eats vanilla ice cream, so you're not that bad.
Oh boy. Well, I mean,
the only flavor of ice cream she'll eat. You
know, vanilla gets a bad rap because, you know, obviously it's obviously associated with being something very plain, you know, very simple or whatever. But I don't know. I think there's a lot to appreciate about like different types of vanilla, different vanilla beans, different, you know, areas it comes from. And so if it's, you know, but obviously if you're just going to get like a 5-gallon tub of some, you know, whatever
just
ice cream.
Vanilla.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Maybe we need to mix it up or something, you know? Wow. You just took the rest of that sandwich and you just, yeah, it is bite-sized.
Yeah, it's tiny.
That's fair.
Sadly.
Well, that's why there's 6. How much does it come? You know, how much is it per box thing?
I don't remember. This was
okay.
3 weeks ago.
Got it. Wait, have you?
I don't know.
Have you gone through the rest of them, or how many are left?
There's about 3 left, so I've been doing about 1 a week.
Ice cream wise, not really ice cream, but I still have stuck in my freezer like some of those packs of the Dole Whip um snack things from Costco. I don't know if you remember I had
I
those. So
missed this. I completely missed this.
oh, or maybe I don't
I'm
know,
sorry.
but
What?
so
Dole Whip
so
ice
it's
from
not
Costco?
as exciting as it sounds. It's actually a little more disappointing, unfortunately.
Oh,
Yeah, so Costco has offers these packs of Dole Whip, whatever.
official?
It's not Disney Dole Whip, but it's Dole Whip.
Like the actual Dole? Okay.
But the texture's off, the flavor's
Um.
off. Yeah, it's not creamy or smooth like you'd get at the Disneyland offerings.
Okay.
It's different. Yeah. Um. So I was kind of sad, but I have to finish it. I'm not a quitter, so
Yeah. Fair.
um.
No, don't worry. I'll take care of it for you at some
Yeah,
point.
we'll see. I mean, if there's any left, sure. I mean,
Oh, okay.
you'll see for yourself. It's like it's not anything like
Mm.
exciting. I'd rather look into like making one,
Oh yeah.
some copycat recipe or something, and try
Well, I
to.
mean, they released the official recipe during COVID times.
That's right. Yeah. So I'd like to try that at least, but I bet that's still not the same, right?
Yeah, no,
I
they have
mean,
to. They have to change it somehow.
exactly. Imagine if they if they did sell like the proper whatever at in this Costco or whatever, then yeah, there'd be less reason to go to Disneyland or something, Um,
Yeah.
but Dole Whip is definitely something I've come to enjoy when visiting Disney. But again, that's probably not happening again after soon. But
After the month. Yeah.
yeah, but okay. Anyway, yeah, but ice cream treats aside, yeah, that's pretty good, pretty good.
Have you made any ice cream recently?
Um, no, I haven't. Because speaking of vanilla, like one of the things I have been buying is the vanilla ice cream from Costco.
Nice.
Yeah, whatever that one. I forget it's the Kirkland one. And
Mhm.
I'm sure they get it from some nice creamery thing, which is similar to a what kind of vanilla
Bell
is
or is
that?
it
Yeah,
bunny?
the
What?
bluebell, type of
Is with it? Yeah.
whatever that vanilla style is, that
Mm.
eggy kind of more
Yeah.
flavor. Anyway, I enjoy those. But that's at home, I still go out every now and then and get some ice cream elsewhere, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I haven't. I haven't. Namely because I'm lazy, you know.
Fair.
But it's still there. The ice cream maker's still there. I need to put it to use. I've had some ideas floating around. I have a bunch of lemons I think I need to put to use. So
Oh.
maybe I'll utilize it for that. Mychow, I wanted to kind of talk about a couple things. One place I visited recently was out in Garden Grove. Not out there
Yes.
too often, but I guess when I am, I'm there for barbecue. So
Well,
in this
what else would you
case,
go there for?
yeah, I'm not sure. It's not like Orange County has like the largest concentration of like Vietnamese population or something where they have incredible cuisine of that sort. But
Is it really? I actually did not know that.
oh, I mean like Westminster particularly.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, now you
Okay.
learn.
Ah, today I learned.
Nice.
I'm only ever in Anaheim for,
Yeah.
Disney.
Well, maybe not
And
for
that's
long,
few and
but
far. Yeah, no,
yeah.
yeah, never again.
Well, in Garden Grove, particularly, there is a new restaurant that opened, barbecue spot called Smoke Queen, and this is one of those stories of pop up turned, brick and mortar.
Okay.
So, Smoke Queen started off as a pop up. They're OC based, but then after some time, they had a stint at Smorgasburg, So I think they kind of took over when Moo's Craft kind of moved out. So they kind of put them right in there, and they found a home there at Smorgasburg. Let me just bring up a couple things here, but they recently opened their location at in Garden Grove, this brick and mortar spot. Um, Chef Winnie, I believe, is her name. She owns the establishment, so it's nice. It's Asian owned. It's female owned. There's a lot going for it, and a lot of people have been rooting for it. And so I had the chance to visit there during like kind of its opening weekend,
Oh,
and
nice.
yeah, I mean, so just a few observations. This was obviously just the very beginning, so there's a lot of things to iron out, a lot of flows of service to kind of work out, and still kind of try. So there was a pretty strong line to start, during that time, and so uh, the I think what I'm used to usually, like when you order, it's usually kind of a slice to order situation. Like they'll
Mhm.
slice right there as you're ordering. But I guess, for their flow of service, what they do is that they take your order, just like a typical restaurant. They'll take your order, then they'll prepare it in the kitchen, and then they give you a buzzer or something to come up to pick it up.
Okay.
Yeah. So first on the food, we're talking about barbecue, Texas style barbecue, but with in this case with some Asian sensibilities and inspired flavors in there. But this is a kind of a look of from Smoke Queen from their Instagram. It looks like Chef Winnie has also appeared on Food Network and a couple of things there. I haven't seen it
Yeah.
actually. I think I remember hearing about it, but I haven't seen too much of it. But they make the typical brisket and ribs and things like that. But I'll talk about my meal here. But so they're actually in this complex called like Cottage Industries. So it's like a complex of like different storefronts. They're the only ones that are like actively there right now, but others will move in time. But it's not just like the restaurant stuff. There's like shared seating. There's like it's like a small park. There's a community garden.
Oh, okay.
So it's a whole thing. But just to kind of give an idea, yeah, I think like at the beginning when they opened, there's probably a line of about say 50 people or something like that. Um, and there's probably for me it was probably maybe 20 deep or something, 20, 30,
Oh,
in that
wow.
line. But when they opened, then it only took about maybe 15 minutes to get to the front. Again, because they're
Okay.
not slicing to order, right? They're just
Yeah.
taking the orders. So that was pretty quick. But what I could already tell is that seating would be
Mhm.
a little a little short. I'm sure they'll work on maybe adding more seats or something. But the immediate so the inside itself, the building itself inside doesn't have any seats, but there on the outside there's like kind of this patio area. You have like three large benches, like picnic style tables, and then there's like on one side of the building there's like a counter space for maybe a good dozen people or something like that, where you could either sit or stand. Um, and even with that counter space, like they didn't have enough chairs, to kind of share. I
Mm.
don't know what they intend or how many they, to share, but yeah, you could tell like seat wise, you need to probably have to add to that. And then even though like throughout the complex there are some chairs and things scattered throughout, some benches as well. But I think with the number of people that were being served initially, we're talking at least 50 people. Yeah, I think there'd either people would either have to eat fast or something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they have to add more seats. Again, like the other storefronts in that complex, they'll have their own seating too. But again, there's only so much they can accommodate. And then with a restaurant like this, which I think would naturally draw a larger crowd, yeah, I think they'll have to look at that.
Mm.
But as far as the service, it was pretty typical, I'd say. I think again, about 10-15 minutes to order, and then maybe another 30 minutes to get food, which is okay. I think like
Mm.
if you were looking at a pop-up, I think that'd be
Well,
typical.
How much did you order?
The typical,
Typical for you or typical for most people?
typical for Angelo,
Okay, so a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. So let me I don't have something to pull up here. Maybe I'll throw it up later or something, unless I forget. But my plate, again, you have to get the you also try to get the essentials. So that includes brisket, includes pork ribs. They don't have sausage, but so what I'm talking about earlier about like these Asian kind of inspired dishes, they offer char siu and siu which is the crispy pork belly, which is like like a lechon kawali for our equivalent,
Okay.
But yeah, just that's what siu is. So originally I ordered brisket, pork ribs, siu a sesame like slaw, mapo chili, and this is bread pudding. Okay. So I ordered that. I got, I checked, make sure my order was right, at least on the receipt, which is fine. And then again, like I said, about 20, 30 minutes, the food is ready. So I go up, pick up my food. Unfortunately, again, there's like no proper seating for me.
You lost your seat instantly?
No, I didn't lose my seat. Just I never really secured a spot.
Oh, okay.
So people have already taken over the counter, the benches, obviously. So I just ended up I ended up sitting at like one of the other buildings, like at their patio area, but there's like no chairs there. So I'm just like, if it makes sense, like I'm just kind of sitting just around the patio. I don't know, like there's like a ledge of a patio.
Okay.
So I'm just like awkwardly turning my body to get food and like eating or whatever. It's fine. I personally don't mind. I've had I don't say worse, but like I've definitely fared in different conditions, for food.
You're still going to pop-ups for COVID when you have to go back to your car.
Exactly. So
with that famous blanket.
Yep, no problem there. At least I'm ready.
Yeah.
So I'm prepared. I'm prepared for anything. Okay.
And
yet here we are. But picking up my food. So I started eating, right? Eating, like trying out the brisket, and stuff like that, the ribs. And I eat a couple of slices of some pork, right? But I realized that I was actually given the char siu instead of the siu. I had already eaten a piece of the char siu.
Okay, yeah.
But thankfully not too much. So I go back, I take my tray. Again, like it's so busy. So it's like, it feels a little awkward, like carrying my tray around. But of course I need to kind of show them what I'm talking about. And thankfully, like everyone there is still very understanding, very kind, and accommodating. So I tell, there's a gentleman there that, I let him know what had happened. And I showed him my receipt as well. Like, this is what I ordered, this is what I got. And so thankfully he was just able to call, to the kitchen. There's it's just divided by like this glass pane, so they can see each other, which is nice. You can see what's going on in the kitchen and vice versa. So anyway, the guy there, which I assume is probably doing what they call expo and trying to pull knowledge from Jamie or something. Those are the people who, yeah. And so, he's calling them just to ask, hey, can I get an order of the siu, the pork belly? And so, yeah, I mean, give it a few minutes, thankfully. And they just gave me another, like just a serving siu. So got some extra value there. So I'm happy about that. Again, it's part of like ironing out, the service and the orders. I could already see even like during observing that, orders were being, just trying to correct orders and things like that. Something they're still working on. So thankfully for me, like it was generally pretty, positive, I think. Overall, I've had them like a couple times before at Smorgasburg, so it was interesting to kind of try it here. Overall, it was pretty good. Again, I've had a lot of barbecue, so I think I have now I'm at a point where I think I have a certain way of like how I enjoy certain proteins or how it's prepared or whatever. So, I mean, overall, it's pretty good. And it's good to support, these types of businesses, local, person of color, female owned, things like that, right? It's
Okay.
good aspects to consider. Um, the Mapo, as far as sides, the Mapo chili was something I don't know why I didn't. I should have expected, but I don't know why I didn't.
It was
I
super
thought
spicy, wasn't it?
it was pretty spicy.
Yeah.
And it
But
was, when I think of a Mapo dish, usually I'm thinking tofu, right? I
yeah.
know like it wasn't going to include tofu, but for some reason I was still like kind of
You're
thinking
just
it was going
expecting
to.
it?
Yeah, but in this case it was ground beef. So it's just ground
It's
beef
chili.
and chili. No, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't get the.
So the
What were you
Mapo,
expecting?
it's more, remember, it's the dumb and hungry, whatever.
Fair.
So always more dumb than hungry. So, the sesame slaw, it's okay. I mean, nothing to write home about. Just a typical slaw, but with like sesame, you can taste the sesame like oil
Okay.
and stuff that they use in there. So nothing crazy. Just, good refreshing contrast from all the meat. They have a couple of barbecue sauces, like a house barbecue, and then like a spicier gochujang kind of
Okay.
flavored one. And
Yeah.
I did read that they have gochujang beef ribs on, on certain days or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, if it were there, I would have been tempted again. And
A
you know
whole
how,
ass beef rib just for
yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
And then the bread pudding is actually is a kaya bread pudding, and kaya is a blend of coconut and pandan.
Mm.
And so just think of just like a bread pudding with with that man, what do you call that stuff that you soak it in there? Is it a cream, a sauce? I don't even know. Why don't I know? But the kaya bread pudding, yeah. So it's nice. It's got that Asian complement of not too sweet. Even though I would expect a bread pudding, like for what I just expect it to be just like overly sweet. I mean, just like I just want that hit of sweet. But no, this is fine. It's the bread is nice and soaked, and again the flavor comes through the coconut and pandan. But overall, the meal was enjoyable. I mean, it's
Okay.
interesting. At least from where I am, it's technically equidistant. To there and also to Moose.
Oh really?
Yeah, so distance wise or time wise, like it take me some amount of time. So it just depends on like which direction do I want to go, and like which one do I want to enjoy.
Okay.
So it's good to know that options exist. But that was Smoke Queen. So I'm glad to see that. I hope they continue on, and they're gonna start kind of they start off small scale. They'll do Friday, Saturday, Sundays, and then I'm sure they'll grow and expand over time.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. So I think now this is again kind of getting a little off topic, but as far as Smorgasburg goes, now they have another vendor for barbecue, another Texas style barbecue that's actually based in Long Beach,
Okay.
a spot called Battambang, and they actually make Cambodian kind of influenced.
You've spoken about this before, haven't you?
I'm sure I have.
It's very familiar.
I'm sure I've visited them. I visited them down here. They're down in Long Beach, so I'm glad that they have their moment there to to share their food to a big audience. But they're pretty popular down in Long Beach. Even they have a good audience, good community out here. So, yeah. So Battambang, by the Cambodian chef Chad, I think, known as the Cambodian Cowboy.
Yes.
So
Chad Fong looks
Chad
like.
Fong, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's who's kind of taking over that. That's
Nice. It's always going to be a barbecue spot in that for that spot, isn't it?
I know. Thankfully.
Good for Smorgasburg.
Yep. But hey, speaking of more food, just want to thank our listeners, our viewers. Thank you, Mychow, as well. Really, what we're saying is that we want to thank our few and only fans for joining us. As we continue to talk about these food adventures, these local spots and pop-ups, good food, good people, and a whole lot of nonsense. So yeah, thanks again. Just one thing I wanted to follow up on. We mentioned last week, it kind of started on a little of a down note, and I'd mentioned about some chefs, some LA based chefs who had passed recently, and I'm not sure why. I'd shared the information on the show notes of the previous episode, but I didn't actually name them here. I'm not sure why. Just kind of blurred there. But that was Chef Jonathan Whitener of Here's Looking at You and All Day Baby, and Jared Standings from Standing Butchery in what area is that? It's like on Melrose and La Brea, next to the Golden Apple there.
You've talked about that place before.
Yeah, and they did a pop up there for burgers, really great burgers, and yeah, it's a shame on both counts for both of them. They lost such great figures for the restaurant industry and for just the community of that they serve. So those restaurants are still going. They're still going strong. I think Here's Looking at You, All Day Baby. It's was co-owned with their partner, what's her name, Leanne Ta, I think. So they're still doing their thing. They still are making great food. All Day Baby is out there in Silver Lake, and Here's Looking at You is out in K-Town. And then as far as for Jared Standing Butchery, they've recently decided to continue running that spot. So I don't think about the the burger part of it, the pop-up, but as far as the butchery goes, they'll still do that. Yeah, so that's something just to kind of follow up on. But continuing on more to come. You really brought it back with a really strong adventure.
Oh yeah, Japan was a trip, I will say.
It certainly was. It was literally a trip, and it was quite a trip.
Yeah.
But can you remind us where we're at here, where we kind of left off? And
all right. Well, it started off landing in Japan. What was it, Narita Airport? So far from Tokyo, but the bigger airport, I think, in that area. Ended up at a Pom Pom Pern Hotel, in Ginza, the Mitsui Garden Hotels. Never forget the corn soup, my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite thing of all vending machines, that hot corn soup in the winter. It's great. Went to a bath, the ryokan, partially what inspired the art of, what is it? Spirited Away.
Right.
Did the whole bathhouse thing. Still kind of weird, but I guess it is what it is. When in Rome, right?
YOLO.
Yeah, it's fine. There's only 2 people I knew in there. Still weird. Anyway, that ryokan was good. 3 tiers of service. We got now I know the difference between tiers 3 and 2. I need to know what tier 1 gets you.
Mm-hmm.
How much more service can they possibly provide?
We
already got whale meat.
Mm-hmm.
And the Wagyu beet butter, very important. Got snowed in, basically, or snowed out, I guess, out of Tokyo for an extra 5 hours. That was wild. And then the walk to the hotel after,
mm-hmm.
That's the closest I've been to death, I swear.
Oh man.
Okay. As an LA native.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, especially, yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's a good trip so far. And then the next day we ended up in Kyoto, of all places. I went to that Pokemon Center, which was nice because there was no line. It was great. Did a couple of the big temples. Got the Arashiyama Bamboo Forest, and of course the iconic Kiyomizadera Temple in a kimono, which was cold as hell. because I did not wear any thermals or extra layers of anything, unfortunately.
Right. Again, being from LA, just woefully unprepared.
Honestly, it rained last weekend. I didn't look at the weather, and like I was walking to get lunch in the rain. I was like, with no umbrella. I was like, oh no. So that's just how it is in LA. You don't look at weather reports. You don't think you need to.
No. Okay.
But that basically wrapped up where we finished off last episode, and headed for more interesting things. That was the first week, basically, of my trip to Japan.
Yeah.
So the whole next week is all in one, thankfully, in one location.
Good. Well, let's catch up with our other selves here and listen in on
Lots more weeb things.
It looks like what's coming up here, something that is very important.
Very important to me because I needed to try it.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's see what we got here.
It's Taco Bell.
It's like I thought we were back home already or something, but
no. This is important. Okay, this is Taco Bell in Shibuya. It's like the first Taco Bell in Japan.
Okay,
it was pretty good actually. I will say I don't remember what the orders were. They didn't have Baja Blast, which was a disappointment. But it looks like that's Oli and I. We got fries. They had loaded fries, kind of thing, with the seasoned beef on top. That's a 5-layer burrito, I think, and then 2 soft chicken tacos. The chips were pretty good actually. They had like seasoning on it, like a cheese seasoning of some kind, and also lemon. Like there was a little citrus on there, which I'm surprised we don't do here, honestly.
On what?
On anything. Well, specifically on the chips here.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And the fries.
You're surprised we don't do something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's nice. It's good.
Yeah.
There's 4 sauce packets there. You only get 2 per order, and if you want to order more, 20 yen, which is like pennies, but still. It's the principle of the matter.
Right. Exactly. How dare you?
Yeah.
But it looks like you all got mild. I mean, you didn't go for like, is there anything hotter than that?
I don't remember. I don't think that was an option.
Okay.
But also that's Ollie's favorite sauce, so maybe there were other options.
I see.
But she wanted to try the mild in Japan.
So from the ones you tried here, okay, so how was it overall? Like, how does it compare to what we have?
It was good. It was, of course, smaller portions, not enough lemon. Added a nice little thing, to all the stuff, but not greasy enough.
Not greasy enough.
Taco Bell, you want the greasy seasoned beef, like you want it dripping out of your burrito.
Okay. I guess that's not their style here.
It's not, but it was good. It was still good.
Okay.
To be fair, I would go again. No, I wouldn't. It's Japan. I got better things to do, but I had to try it.
But it is fascinating, to try fast food in other countries,
Oh yeah, we did McDonald's there. We did Yoshinoya there. I did not, however, get to try the Wendy's there.
Yeah,
something always came up.
That's too bad.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's interesting because I'm sure. I mean, it's going to be obvious, like, there's a consistency, but there's also a difference, I think, in the taste and, presentation, obviously.
For the different regions' palate. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But, in America, it's kind of unfortunate we rely all too much on highly processed, ingredients and food. So, and what I noticed too, kind of going on a tangent from what I observed, like, let's say I'm in the Philippines or something, and obviously they have a love of fast food chains there too, to an extent where some of these locations are very well respected, and these locations look a lot nicer than like an elevated or whatever. Yeah. It looks very nice, and the food's still familiar, but it's presented differently, so nicely, or whatever, so I can imagine something similar here, with in Japan, with fast food as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, I don't think I took pictures of Yoshinoya, but Yoshinoya, there's like a table service kind of restaurant.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's
So, which is cool.
that's funny. It's like Yoshinoya. It's like you would think, that's did it start? I don't know. Did Yoshinoya start in Japan?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
It
okay.
is Japanese.
Just want to make sure.
Yes.
It's like, oh, not an American invention or something that just like culturally appropriates.
You know what? I never thought about it that way. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it started in Japan, considering, but I do not need to know now.
Look it up. And to our listeners as well, if you know where Yoshinoya originated from, please email us at hi@dumbandhungry.com.
My God.
Mm-hmm.
Established in Japan in 1899.
You just look very perplexed.
So surprised.
Yeah, 1899. It's
Yeah.
at the turn of the
crazy.
century, really. Not one but two centuries. Of innovation. So
That is wild.
yeah, beef bowls and clam chowder.
Well, let me tell you now. There other Yoshino's over there.
Yeah.
They got fried chicken. They got curry. They got eel. They have soups of some kind. I didn't get the soup. But
Yeah.
like, Yoshino is legit, dude.
Yeah, no,
Over
that's great. I mean, shoot, we do need to bring some of that over here. Get some better treatment.
I don't know if the quality will be the same considering, but
I don't think so.
Be nice.
I don't think so. But it's good to know that they actually take it seriously over there and actually do it justice. So, okay.
25 years. Oh my God.
All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. Another familiar character. So
yeah. Backstory on all this is our first night in Tokyo. We came back from Kyoto. We went to our hotel to check in. Our hotel is in Asakusa. I had American dollars that I wanted to exchange because the exchange rate is usually more favorable if you get it in Japan.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I was looking for an exchange place near our hotel, like 10 minutes away. Closed down forever. Who knows how long ago? We don't know. So I was like, all right, let's just go to the one I know of that I know is still open in Shibuya, which was about a 40-minute train ride away.
Oh my gosh.
Because we were at one end of the line.
To exchange currency?
I mean, I guess this was also just to get a little space from the rest of the group, just because it was more of just a
space.
Kind of part of it, yeah.
Okay.
We were together for
you already had enough. You're there for like, oh man.
It was a week at this point, and it was like, all right, I need to do.
So that's the limit. Okay, I see.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah. So, but like, we were at one end of the Ginza line, the gold line, and the Shibuya station, complete other end, like the two last stops.
Yeah.
It was about 35, 40 minutes. So we went to Shibuya. Plot twist: the exchange place closes at 5 p.m. Okay. We got there at 8.
Oh man!
So we just said, "Fuck it, let's just walk around Shibuya and just explore, just enjoy our time." It was just me and Oli. I found another exchange place, not as good a rate, but whatever. I did some just to get cash because I had no more cash.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go to the Shibuya Parko's like a big chain mall kind of thing in like our Westfield, but fancier.
Okay.
Well, there are some fancy Westfields though. But this is like all their stores are fancy in Parko's, and this is one of the Nintendo stores.
Interesting.
They close at 9. By the time we get there, it's like 8:30.
Yeah.
So conveniently, because before, at least when Oli went last year, you had to get a ticket to get into the Nintendo store. Because it was just a lot of easier than having lines, I guess. I don't know. When we got there, at least you could just go walk in. It was empty enough because it was last 30 minutes. They didn't care. So Oli went ham on Animal Crossing stuff here as well.
Yeah, sure.
Which is fine because this was when we were like, oh yes, this is when we can start buying all the little things, all the souvenirs and stuff, because we don't have no more trains to catch, just a plane.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think about the Nintendo store? How large are we talking about the store?
Did you go to the New York one?
Yes.
Maybe double the size of that one, 1.5 times the size of that one, maybe.
Okay.
Which is nice because they had a lot of stuff. They had a bunch of Zelda stuff. They had a bunch of Mario stuff, of course, but even Splatoon and like stuff that you don't really see here. They had more in stock there,
Okay.
which is really cool.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Are these other picks also from the Nintendo store? Let's see.
Actually, no, this one is from the Capcom store, which is
Is
right
that?
next to it.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah,
Convenient.
in the same mall, same floor. It's not as nowhere near as big as the Nintendo store. It's like a lot smaller, but it's still really cool because it's a Capcom store. Like there aren't that many, so just seeing one was cool.
And remind me, what is this a reference to?
This is from Monster Hunter. That's Rathalos, the King of the Skies, and
Uh-huh.
that's a sword made from Rathalos scales.
Yes, of course. How could I miss that?
Yeah, but it's a Monster Hunter reference. Because by this point, it was like 5 minutes to closing when I got to the Capcom store.
Got it.
So
So
I had to just
they'd
rush.
also close at 9 or whatever.
Yeah,
You
the
know?
whole mall closes at
The
9.
whole mall. Yeah.
Yeah, which I'm a
Okay.
little sad I didn't go back to because there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to look at.
Yeah.
But
Okay. But at least you know it exists. I mean, were
yeah,
you?
oh yeah,
I'm sorry. Did you already know? I mean, even though you didn't really intend to end up there, I mean, did you already know like that was there?
yeah.
Okay.
What like I was looking at parkos. That was one of my things that I wanted to do in Japan. Like go to a
Okay.
bunch of different parkos.
Mm-hmm,
So I was looking at their floor guides. So I knew this Capcom store was there, and I wanted to visit it.
Oh, good. Okay. And you did get a little bit of time in there.
Yeah,
That's
this
not
is another Pokemon Center,
okay. All right.
right next to the Nintendo store. Actually,
This is different. This is still different. This is just straight up Pokemon.
yeah,
Okay.
only Pokemon stuff there. That was closed by the time I got there.
Okay. But
Uh,
clearly
so
you still
it was
see.
like, oh yeah, it's fine. Like that's right at the entrance or exit, whatever,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
of the Pokemon store. So or Pokemon
Yeah.
Center.
Okay.
But it's Mewtwo in a data capsule. I was like, ah, yes. The dream.
So
I remember this bastard.
okay. So how long? So I mean, you were there like till closing. It's about half an hour or something or so.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how much more did you spend? In that area in Shibuya.
Afterwards,
Mm-hmm.
not too much longer. Maybe another hour at most. We were just wandering around because a lot of stuff, other stuff, like, closed later, which was nice. I forgot to mention this. This was the weekend where Taylor Swift was doing her concerts in Japan.
Oh wow! Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So in that certain like right past the jungle, the Scramble Crossing in Shibuya, where from the station, they're blasting Taylor Swift music.
Oh sure, man.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, she is there's no language barrier for her.
No, of course not. No.
Yeah.
Swift
I saw some white guy singing along to her songs. I was also singing along. We made eye contact. It was a moment. It's like two fucking weird foreigners singing Taylor Swift songs in the middle of Japan.
Look at that. Taylor Swift humanizing the human condition there. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. That was really cool. I did not expect that at all.
No, I bet not. I'm not sure if he did either. So that's good.
Yeah.
Cool. So that was at Shibuya Parko, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was just a random whim that we decided to go that day. So it was our first day back into Tokyo, and that was the first thing we did basically. Go shopping.
It looks like this last set, kind of talks about like the rest of the week in Tokyo, which again, you mentioned you spent the most time in. So it makes sense that you have more to share here, which is pretty good. Let's
oh Jesus,
let's see what we have here.
Yeah, that was a nice little Cafe Rock, I guess is what it's called. Cafe Roku, which is Cafe 6. Nice little diner or brunch place that we found like not too far from the Asakusa station. That omelet was really fluffy and good. The bacon was great. The waffle was nice. And it's like a simple plate, but it's just like looks really nice.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was good. And it was like under $10 for that.
Nice. And at this point, where were you staying?
We were in Asakusa. So near that big temple that you see sometimes in manga and anime, where there's a giant temple and there's a bunch of stalls lined up in front of it. It's a Sensoji Temple is what it is, and we were like a block from it, our hotel.
Okay, all right. So this is how things start. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This was the next morning. We were like, all right, let's go get breakfast, and this is
Okay.
what we found because
Okay.
our hotel did not offer breakfast. Our hotel was sad.
Wow.
The room was tiny.
Didn't get that top tier service, huh?
No, because this one was like a 9. This was our 9th stay, so we made this the cheapest stay,
Okay.
which was a mistake. Now I know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you stay there the longest, so I don't know. I imagine that you want a little more
Well,
amenity, but okay.
I didn't think, honestly, I didn't think it was gonna be that bad, but
Mm.
the rooms were tiny. Like, think the size smaller than your living room.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe about a third of the size of your living room.
That's small. Yeah.
Yeah, it was tiny,
Mm-hmm.
and we had all our crap that we bought that we had to deal with.
Right.
So there was like no floor, basically no floor. It was just the bed, a small desk, the hallway to get out, which was maybe about a 3x3 at most,
Mm-hmm.
and then all our luggage and stuff on the floor. So,
Man, amazing. I don't
yeah,
know how you do it. Okay.
it was. I don't even know, honestly.
Yeah. Oh man. All right.
Oh, that.
Akihabara. Okay.
Yes, I did go to Akihabara. I guess I don't know how you say it, but that was that iconic Sega arcade
Mm-hmm.
that closed down in 2020, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where every floor on that, like those stairs or escalator, I don't know, that all said Sega on it. It used to,
Yeah.
and now it's just the 2 floors of that Gigo, which is an arcade, and I have no idea what's upstairs. I went up those stairs. Every other door is locked, so I don't know.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know what's there now, which is a little sad because it was iconic. But I'm glad I was able to see it before it disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Because when Oli went last year, it was already gone.
Interesting.
So very sad.
Yeah.
As a nerd who loves arcades, it was a big deal for me.
Yeah. Exactly. Now remind me, is this area is this the place that like okay, yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Where you can find all your weeb stuff that you could possibly want. Like a bunch of video games, bunch of figures and stuff. Like that's one of the biggest areas of weebdom that you could go to in Japan.
Okay. It's like the Mecca of
Basically.
Weebdom. Yeah.
Yeah. Like every few feet you can go into like another anime store that has different stuff from the one right next to it.
Yeah.
There's like 5 different Gigo arcades, and then like 4 other smaller like mom and pop run arcades. So
did you get
really
to
cool,
spend
honestly.
much time in there, or
yeah,
like stuff
I'd say so, because like it was when this week-long stay in Tokyo where Oli had a lot more appointments with her friends that live in Japan.
Yeah.
So I spent a lot of my time alone here because all the Gigos have free Wi-Fi, which is very important when you have no internet, and video games, because that's my whole thing.
Okay.
Like weeb crap and video games.
Yeah.
Those are my defining factors after food.
Okay. Very important.
Yeah.
Very important.
I didn't take a picture of Yoshinoya.
I can see that. How cool.
Oh, thank God. This is Yoshinoya was actually having a collab with Rurouni Kenshin while we were there. So that's like Rurouni Kenshin printed on a seaweed.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And it comes with like a random acrylic stand as well.
Is that seaweed edible or is it collectible?
Yeah. No, you can still eat it.
Oh, no. Okay.
I did.
Okay.
If it wasn't, then I'm still fine.
Yes. So what we're looking at a beef bowl and
yes, you have to try it, right? Compared to how it is here.
Yes.
It tastes the same. The gyudon is good there too. It's just looking at that price. What is it? 600 yen? Oh my God. $4 for the Rurouni Kenshin set. So that gyudon bowl, the seaweed, and the little acrylic stand thing.
That's okay, or what do you think?
Yeah, it's insanely. It's like half price of what we pay here.
All right.
And then that's curry that they serve in that Yoshinoya. It was good. It wasn't like traditional Japanese curry either. Oli tried it as well. She compared it. It kind of reminded her of mole.
Oli mole.
I don't know. It kind of did, but it was good. I wish our Yoshinoya would have that here.
Again, you're considering this is from a fast food, chain or something.
Yeah.
So all
Yeah. Well,
considering,
it's fast food sit down chain here.
yeah,
Like it's all table service.
table service,
It's,
amazing.
yeah. And no tips.
That's what I was gonna say. It's kind of crazy, give you service, you don't tip.
That alone brings the price down of everything so much. Like not just the exchange rate, not just the cheaper prices, but also no tip.
Exactly.
I will retire there with my pension. That is my goal.
If you live off your pension, you live like a
pension,
king.
My 401, my 457.
Right, exactly.
That's the plan.
Yeah, that's
live like a king.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
In my older years. God. So far away.
Oh man. All right.
This is in Harajuku. That's that famous street, the really well known street that's a tourist attraction in Harajuku, Takashita Dori or Takashita Street, I guess. It's just a crepe because Harajuku is known for the crepes, right? I had one last time from a different place, so I had one here, like a berry crepe thing with cream, with a not necessarily cream cheese, but a cheesecake. It's just interesting because it is a little different. Like now there's a Daiso there, like a 3-floor Daiso, and there's like that Capcom capsule lab to the left is just a 2-story thing of Capcom gacha machines. Those things where you can get little prize thingies that come in a capsule, but you don't know what it's going to be. Which Ariel and Salem spent a lot of time in, more Ariel than anyone else, because gachas got them hard. Because it's like here, gachas are $8 to $10 to $12 for some of the stuff, but the same gachas in Japan are like 500 yen at most. So at most, like, is that $3.50 for the most expensive gachas that we have here? So it's a lot easier to get what you want because you can keep trying.
Yeah, that's right. How is Daiso
over there?
Yeah,
huge, very huge.
Okay.
Because like our Daiso's here, 1 floor, right? Everything in Japan it's built vertically, basically. But not just Daiso. Like there was one I went to in Kyoto because I had to buy an umbrella because it was raining. It's one of those clear umbrellas. I have it right here, actually. But it's like 300 yen for the umbrella, which is like $2.
Yeah.
But they still have a lot of stuff that's 100 yen. That unlike here, where now it's what, 150, 175 for Daiso things.
Right.
And then they actually have another store, a sister store called 3 Coins, where everything's 300 yen, but it's a little more upscale stuff. And then there was one we went to in Kyoto that we saw that was like a, not Natural Lawson, but it was like more of a home goods kind of store, but still another Daiso sister store. And it was more like an Urban Outfitters in terms of stuff, but cheaper.
Okay.
So that was really cool.
Yeah.
Daiso is huge in Japan.
Yeah. How long would you spend in Harajuku?
That time we just did the one day. Like everything was just like a day or so to take a look at because it was one of the places to check out, right? There's a mall there called La Forêt, which is pretty well known for like subculture fashion stuff. A lot of Lolita stuff is in like, I guess that used, I don't know if it still is, but I guess it used to be the go-to place, the go-to mall over there was La Forêt to get Lolita stuff. Because there's still an AP and a Baby, the two big brands of Lolita are there.
Okay.
But even along Takashita Dori, there's like a store called Bodyline, which had like the cheaper stuff that they could make outfits with, pair stuff with. I don't know the details. Not my scene, I guess.
I see, but
even like in La Forêt, in the basement section, because there's like 3 basement floors and like 6 upper floors or whatever. There's like one of the techwear brands that are a lot of the I guess hypebeast brands here are trying to like take inspiration from is apparently there. which is really cool. I didn't realize they have like something. I would find something that I would like over there, but apparently there was.
Okay. Wow.
So it's not just Lolita; it's like all
Yeah.
subculture fashion styles.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? I can't believe I didn't take a picture, but like that was the night we went to Yukatsu, which is I guess a chain that has it's like a katsu place where they cook it mostly for you, but you finish it on a stone plate at your table for each slice. Oli called it her favorite meal while we were there.
Oh, okay. Is that different from this katsu I'm seeing here? Let me bring that up. Like from this one?
I did take a picture.
Okay.
Oh, hey, look at that. Yes, that's like that's from Gyukatsu. You get that's your set meal.
Yeah.
On the top right, that's actually the burner for the stone plate on top, where you would finish off your meat.
Yeah. So, which katsu is this? What kind of katsu are we looking at?
It's beef.
Okay.
Of some kind. I don't think that's the Wagyu one. I think Oli got the Wagyu one.
Okay.
But also, interestingly enough, it was, I guess I didn't take a picture of that one, but it was Valentine's week while we were there.
Mm-hmm.
So they were doing, if you follow them on Instagram, they gave you a little heart-shaped croquette, which was pretty cool.
Okay. But
it's the only store. I don't do it. It's like I just want to eat. Okay. But it was the only like restaurant that did something like that that we went to. So I'm surprised.
So the katsu here, yeah, I mean, so this is from a chain, but yeah, how would you, what would you think about it?
It was good. It was very good.
Okay.
Oli again described the Wagyu as meat butter. So
yeah. And what are in these other containers?
Well, one is miso on the bottom right, but like the top left one's like a peanut sauce that you can use. The bottom left container is rice that you would then pour your egg that egg on top on the right on your rice, which is good. One of those sauces is sesame oil. I don't know what the other two are.
Okay.
I honestly am not a sauce guy for meat.
Yeah.
I just eat it as it comes because it should be good enough on its own, right? It showcases the flavor of the meat.
That's fair. How much does the meal like this go for?
This was a little more expensive by in yen standards, but it was still like, man.
Okay.
Can I zoom in on that? What is that? It was like less than $15 if I remember correctly.
Okay. That's not bad.
And with a drink, I think that drink was 1,000 yen. So I mean, maybe $20 with an alcoholic drink.
Nice. Okay. There's more to see food wise. Is this must be from a different place? I don't know.
Yeah, this is from a different place. The next day we were Boldy and I went to Ikebukuro. It looks like, yeah. Which is it's not too far from Akihabara, actually. It's just another station over, I guess. It's another kind of anime-ish area. A lot more anime merch can be found there. But this is like we were in a mall. We were in one of the Parcos, actually. Because they have two Parcos here. They have a Parco and a Parco Prime.
Is Prime supposed to be better or something?
No, I think they just like bought another building, and like Parco just bought another building to have a mall there.
Got it.
I don't think I think they were just like, like Glendale Galleria and Americana. But this is like an omurice that we found there at one of the food courts.
Okay.
It's like a creamy corn kind of thing. It was good. I really liked it. But I like corn. I like cream.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. I like eggs. I like rice.
It's perfect.
Yeah. It's good. It was really good. It's like, this was maybe $5.
Okay.
Food is so cheap over there.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Cheap and no tip. So.
Yeah. Wow, what the hell?
I know. Is this
so this is on the way down? We saw this Don Quixote. It's like a Japanese chain of like super cheap stuff, but it has everything. Kind of like a better, like a Walmart mixed with like a pharmacy, like a Walgreens, but
Well,
nicer, a
so you
lot
mean
nicer.
Walmart? No, I mean, I don't know. Does Walmart? Doesn't
I,
Walmart have a? I forget.
I guess, but like it's not as big as a Walmart would be.
Right. Of course. Of course.
Yeah, so it's like a downscaled one.
So
But I
did
just
you?
took a picture of this.
Uh-huh.
We didn't go into that one. I
Okay.
completely forgot about that one because there are so many Don Quixotes we actually went into.
Got it.
But I just took a picture of this because that whole building would be that Don Quixote. And like, look at that stupid penguin coming out of the top.
Yes. Almost like
We would
King
never have
Didi.
Yeah, kind of. I guess it is a penguin. That's Don Pen, the mascot for Don Quixote.
Got it.
Um,
Interesting.
I just wish we had like architecture like this here because look at how cute that is.
Yeah, it's nice.
He's like popping out of the building. That's so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh man. So so you're saying this is a chain of like stores or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like we went to because we only went in with a carry-on.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were expecting to buy luggages at Don Quixote because it's like cheaper. Like we got the max size for carry-on or for the max size for a check-in. It was like less than $80 for a hard case.
Oh, I see.
So it was nice, and they have everything in a Don Quixote. They got clothes, they got costumes, they got a pharmacy, they got souvenir stuff, they have character merch for anime stuff, they got video games, they got adult toys, they got a lot of makeup, they got colored contacts.
Mm-hmm.
It's just anything you can think of that you'd want to buy probably is in a Don Quixote.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're all over the country.
Interesting. Okay.
Or at least all over Tokyo, I don't know. And Kyoto, which is really cool. And their mascot's so cute. They have their own theme song. It's great. Oli kept singing the theme song. We got a giant ass plush of Don Quixote.
Yeah.
Of Don Pen.
Oh, wow.
Because he was A, tax-free, B, it was just so big and cute. I was like, all right, go get it.
Mm-hmm.
And they struggled to put it in the tax-free bag.
Oh, wow.
It took 2 people. It was hilarious. It wouldn't have fit in our luggage, honestly, without being squished. It's great.
But it survived the trip.
Oh yeah, here, let me grab it. Show it to you for scale. Think of Don Quixote like Super M, I guess, for in the Philippines.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I guess similar, but not as big because they got to build vertically. But look at this big ass thing. Look at him.
I mean,
here's him.
Yeah.
On my shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah. Now when you do it that way, yep, it's sizable.
It's bigger than Machi. But he's so cute. I love it. And this was 3,000 yen.
Wow.
$20 for a plush this size.
Not bad.
Tax free too. My God. I wish things were so much more consumer friendly out here.
Well, I'm wondering this next one. I'm wondering if you could have brought this one back.
Oh, I would have if I could have. That's in Ikebukuro in Sunshine City. It's a cafe called Pikachu Sweets.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just like snacks and drinks that you can get that are very Pokemon themed. And this Pikachu is one of their displays there.
Interesting.
We didn't get one of the drinks, but there's a drink you can get there that if you know Pokemon, there's a teapot Pokemon.
Uh-huh.
And they actually pour it out of the teapot Pokemon.
I don't know. I think it's a definitely later generation.
Yeah, it's either this current one or the one right before.
Definitely don't know. Is this part of the cafe? Oh no, is this a different one?
No, this is later on. This is that night at that's the Kuromi Cafe. It was a pop-up cafe in Shinjuku, where it's Kuromi, so it's themed off that Sanrio character, Kuromi's Winter Party.
Okay.
It was literally the last day of that cafe and the last time slot for that cafe that we did.
Oh wow, you were lucky to grab it. Do you have to reserve? Is that what it is? Or?
Yeah, you have to do reservations. We did that one specifically because his friend Devon was going to meet us there that day.
Okay.
That's when she came to Tokyo. That's when she landed in Tokyo and went straight to, well, not straight to here, but part of her itinerary was to come here. This specific thing is a cheesecake because obviously I would get a cheesecake if it's on the menu.
Of course.
Although I don't like don't really like Japanese cheesecake.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not like, I don't know, it's not like New York style cheesecake, which
Right.
is what I am really into.
Right. Yeah.
But this one I
So
think was New York style cheesecake.
it looks like a New York style, right?
Yeah, but it was okay. It
Okay.
was only okay.
Is this okay? I'm not sure. Looking
This
at
was
here.
the next day at the Final Fantasy 14 Eorzea Cafe, which I was super into because I like Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
All this food was good though. I will say I did enjoy everything I had here. That's like a curry rice thing with that guy's face there.
Yeah.
On a wafer, printed on a wafer. There's a lemon waffle thing on the right, and then the middle thing is a fish cake shumai.
Okay.
So everything, well, I thought everything I ordered would be Shadowbringers related, but I forgot that the curry rice thing was not. But I had to get it because the face is a meme.
Yeah. Interesting. So this cafe just specifically does Final Fantasy 14.
Final Fantasy 14 themed stuff, yeah.
Like just all the time.
It's a permanent cafe in Akihabara.
Yeah. Well,
and it's pretty good. Like all this was just maybe $30 for all of this food.
For all of it?
Yeah. But because on the top side is Oli's stuff. She got a parfait of some kind. They were doing like a Valentine's Day thing, so that's their Valentine parfait. That's like I don't know if that's iced coffee or Thai tea, but it has like a little Moogle marshmallow on top.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then all her things had like faces on it. Like that yellow thing is a fat chocobo dumpling.
Okay.
Yeah, we went with like a group of seven to this one. I think it was. No, it was 6.
You go with like other people? What do you mean?
Well, Oli's brother and his friend didn't want to do this one, so they didn't come. But Tivon was here with us for this one, and Tivon's boyfriend came as well.
Nice.
So we came to this, and like we didn't realize with every order you get like a random coaster, and so we all ordered a bunch of little things because we wanted to try everything and see what it's like. So we had
to get all these coasters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was bad, but it was good.
Yeah. You still got to try everything. So.
Oh yeah. Well, not everything. There's still so much more on the menu, which is good for a permanent place. There should be a lot. I would go back because it's cool. They do a point card for this because they're permanent. You fill a point card, you get rewards. We ordered enough in this one sitting to get rewards on a point card, and then the next reward is a bigger reward, but it's like triple of what you ordered.
Oh wow!
Previously.
So I mean, hopefully the rewards will still,
I don't think it expires.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
There you go.
But like Final Fantasy 14 Cafe, that's one of the things I really wanted to do. I wanted to do a lot of themed cafes personally.
Yeah.
Sad that the Capcom Cafe didn't a theme that I wasn't that into. The Square Enix Cafe also wasn't doing anything I was into, so we didn't do those two at all. But the next one is from the Kirby Cafe.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah,
wow.
This is also a permanent cafe.
Nice.
Except it wasn't really that good. It's very aesthetic. Very aesthetic.
I can see that.
But food wise, it was okay. Like, I don't know. I didn't like the pizza was fine. The in that pink Kirby thingy container is a Loco Moco, which is actually not bad.
Okay.
And you get to keep the container, so that's in my case right here.
Oh, good.
Actually.
Is it a plastic case or what?
It's a little plastic thing.
Okay.
Oh, never emptied it. Yeah, so it's a little plastic thing. It's got a little Kirby face on it. It's a little ball.
Yeah.
It says Kirby Cafe on the back.
Nice.
You could also get it as they have an orange one for a Waddle Dee.
Yeah.
If you wanted that one instead. It opens up. Oh, that's what's inside. It's my coin purse from this trip to Japan.
Did you pick up the coin purse in Japan or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The thing, because coins are actually very useful in Japan. The 100 yen coin is used for all the vending machines, specifically arcades and gachas. You take only 100 yen coins.
Okay.
And they have like a 500 yen coin, so that's like a $2 coin.
No kidding. Okay.
So you should be using those.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it was, I don't know. It looked
It
good,
was a lot of stuff. It's very
but
cute.
yeah,
So cute.
exactly. Again,
But,
kawaii.
yeah. So that was a local mocha and that pink Kirby thing.
Uh-huh.
We got to keep this pizza plate here. You didn't have to, but yeah, you didn't have to, but Oli said yes to all the souvenirs when they asked.
Okay.
So that's like a seafood pizza, and I forgot what the other one was, but it's kind of weird because if you look at it, it has like those fried noodle snacks that you can get that you
Like
just munch
the
on.
crunchy ones, right? The crunchy.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah. I don't know what those stars are. It was a weird pizza.
Okay.
Um, there's like an apple, like a mulled wine there.
Huh.
That Kirby Car
Yeah.
dessert thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
like a mousse. It's
Mm-hmm.
only one per table.
Got
They
it.
limit that, so we
Mhm.
had to get it. Somebody had to get it at our table. What else? That plate, that little, I don't even know what that is anymore. It's
Okay.
a biscuit thing or croissant, it looks like, with soft serve on top. We have that plate. That's one of the souvenir plates we got. That Kirby burger
Mm-hmm.
with that
Mm-hmm.
tomato thing. We didn't get the tomato cup, sadly, but we did because that's not an option. But that plate was also a souvenir that Oli picked up.
Man, that's
And
crazy.
I think, yeah. And then that's like that little Kirby thing on top of I think it was a milk tea.
Oh, okay.
So that's Kirby marshmallows, super cute.
Oh, cute. Yeah.
And
Is
then
that
this
edible?
little, yeah, it's a marshmallow.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can party your drink. And that little parfait thing, which Oli says is barely a parfait because it's just like jelly on and soft serve on top.
Yeah.
So she doesn't really count it as parfait.
Right.
It was
Okay.
pretty good. For our share, so this is Oli and Mai's order.
Mm-hmm.
It was like $110. No,
Oh man.
$100, which is like one of the more expensive. It's
Yeah,
on the
clearly.
pricier side
Mm-hmm.
of the theme cafes, but also the souvenirs add extra, right, to the cost. So without the souvenirs, it probably would have been a total of $70 total, which isn't too bad for all this food, but it wasn't delicious.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Which you would hope for Kirby themed things because Kirby's all about the food.
That's right. He just eats everything.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what it is. He eats everything. Doesn't matter.
With that
Just
regard.
like us.
Yeah. We're little Kerbos. Nice. The next pick that we have, is that also from the same place or this is a different place?
No, this one's from the Monster Hunter Cafe.
I thought you went to a wait.
No, that was the Capcom store. But this is actually a cafe
I see.
For Monster Hunter. This is also another permanent one.
Oh, okay. Man, that's pretty cool. Yeah, they keep the themes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is honestly one of the better cafes that we went to for sure.
Okay.
Like that meat thing is just all roast beef.
Oh man. Okay.
Which is supposed to be a dragon's tail because in Monster Hunter you can cut off the tail and then you carve it for materials.
Got it.
Which is cool. That's just fries in a bucket. That's like your delivery, supplies delivery. An iconic thing in Monster Hunter is that meat on a bone thing, because you cook it, you grill it yourself in the game, and if you time it wrong, it's burnt. So that it has to be perfectly well done, which in this case it is. Oli said it was just a meatloaf wrapped in bacon.
Oh.
We don't know what it was going to be, but that's what it was. Just the bone is a real bone, and they just made a meatloaf.
Well, maybe it's not the worst thing. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she was fine with it. She said it was still good.
Nice.
A couple drinks. One of Oli's drink is that white one, which is supposed to represent a Kezu, one of her favorite monster.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what my drink was supposed to be. That middle one.
Yes, the blue, but then you have all these other various smaller.
Yeah, on this right one is just honestly, I don't. It's a mega potion, but you mix it yourself. I'm pretty sure this is all just simple syrups with food coloring.
Yeah,
but still, it was cool because it changed the color of the big jar eventually.
Yes.
And it was like a Sprite kind of soda.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that was cool. That's one of my favorite cafes because then afterwards we had the desserts.
Is that this?
Yeah. So in the newest game, Monster Hunter Rise, you power up by eating the dango. These bunny dango here.
What
I
is
don't
it called?
remember dango, and they're called bunny dangos because they put like little pretzels on top to give them the
Oh
bunny
yeah.
ears.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So what did they
yeah,
taste like? What are these? Is this
it's just mochi.
oh, it's mochi. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
like tricolor mochi basically. So
Okay.
I don't remember what the flavors are, but the green one's obviously matcha flavor.
Yeah. Okay.
And then on the right is the parfait that they have here that they offer here,
Uh
which is honestly really cool. Like
okay.
that's one of the
It's
better parfaits that we
definitely
had.
definitely more of a parfait than the last one we saw.
The Kirby one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This
Mm-hmm.
is supposed to be a Kirin parfait, so it's like a lightning unicorn kind of thing.
Okay.
So that's why it has that cone.
I see it.
It was pretty good.
Yes.
It was pretty good. And those blue are just like sugar thingies. You know how you drip sugar to make a shape kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got hella whipped cream. It's got cream puffs in there. It's got soft serve. It's got chocolate. It's good. It was a good parfait. We actually ordered two because Oli had hers, and I tasted it, and I was like, oh, I want one for my own. So
Yeah.
I ordered one after the fact. That's how much I liked it.
Not really directly related, but I just gotta say, whenever you say Monster Hunter, it's okay. So Monster Hunter,
It's a very big franchise of games that Capcom does. A lot bigger in Japan. It recently got bigger worldwide with Monster Hunter World.
yeah, yeah.
It's just up to 4 people hunting monsters like dinosaurs, dragons, to collect their parts, to make armor and weapons of these parts, and then hunting other monsters.
So this is like a console game, right?
Yeah, console, PC.
Okay.
Originally, they start on, at least recently, it's either PlayStation and then it goes to PC eventually, like a year later.
Mm-hmm.
For Monster Hunter Rise, it was Nintendo Switch, and then a year and a half later, it went to PC.
I see.
But
I gotta say,
traditionally,
whenever you say Monster Hunter, I'm
Mhm.
always thinking I somehow just think of Monster Ranchers, which is not the same franchise.
It is not the same franchise. No, Monster Rancher is you find discs, ancient discs of monsters' DNA and fossils, basically, and you resurrect these monsters from said discs.
Yes, exactly.
Which is also another cool concept. And
yes.
they did make Monster Rancher games as well.
Yes,
where you would plug in your own like extra CDs or DVDs and see what monster comes out.
I remember playing that on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And that's the
really
only
cool
reason.
concept.
That's the only reason why I remember, that. I know it was a TV show as well.
Yes,
they brought
did make
it
an
here,
anime.
but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it didn't catch on for me, but
No, definitely it didn't catch on in general.
But that's the only thing. That's just the thing that I think of in this case. I just confuse them. So
that's fair. It's a 1-word difference. It's 4-letter different, even.
Yeah. So Monster Hunter. So that sounded like that cafe was pretty strong, pretty high up there as far as like the ones that you like, I guess.
Yeah, definitely up there with that cafe was a good one too.
Okay. Can you explain what this cafe is now?
This is a Q-Pot cafe. It's more for like the high tea kind of people. I don't know. It was Oli's cafe. Whenever the cafe she wants to, because the parfait there she really likes, and it looked good. I didn't try it, but
did you say parfait? Is that a parfait?
Yeah, they had like no, this is not.
Oh,
this is a cake. I don't remember. I was expecting when I saw it. You remember that cheddar cheesecake that we had in Texas? I forgot where it was from. One of the barbecue spots.
Was it a cake?
Old
it was
school
a
service, new school barbecue.
Yes, that was Leroy and Lewis. I was trying to remember like what it was exactly.
It was a cheddar cheesecake.
Oh, okay. It was a cheesecake,
that's what I thought.
With I think you're right. Yeah,
cheddar instead of cream cheese. Yeah,
I'm trying to remember now. Yeah,
I saw the picture for this. I thought that's what it was. I was like, oh, give me that cheesecake.
Yeah,
it's not cheesecake.
Oh,
it's a wedge of cheese aesthetically, but it's like a lemon cake.
Oh, okay.
Which is fine. It's not bad.
Right.
It's just not what I wanted.
Exactly. It's deceiving. So
yeah, I wanted a cheddar cheesecake. I'm very sad.
Give the man his cheddar cheesecake, please.
Yeah. But the thing about this place, Q-Pot, they're known for making like accessories of food. Like this probably was a necklace that they used to sell. Not that size, of course, but because I know Oli has a lot of Macron a macaron necklace of theirs. They did a collab with Demon Slayer where like the characters were inside of cakes or whatever.
Yeah.
As necklaces. Like they're a pretty cool brand for stuff.
Okay.
I'm just very salty that this is not cheddar cheesecake.
Well,
and
maybe
I will never buy from them again.
No.
It's all lies.
It's a scam, basically.
Basically.
I get it. But you were talking about parfaits earlier. Is this the I don't know. What is a parfait again?
Parfait is like basically a dessert in a tall cup, right? With layers of stuff.
Layers, yes.
Yeah,
because of
the layers are the important part.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, the onion, yes.
But this is not that.
No, this is another cafe that we went to that Oli didn't get to go last time. This was in Ikebukuro. It's called Milky Way Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
They have a bunch of parfaits based on astrology. I did not get the Gemini because I wasn't that into it. But I did get this. It's like I forgot what it was called, but it's basically an affogato.
Okay. I mean,
and
ice cream
like
and coffee.
Yes, ice cream and coffee with whipped cream. Looks like nuts and a wafer.
Okay.
It was good.
All right.
I also got a takoyaki dish there, so that's why I didn't get a parfait.
Okay, that's this.
But, yes, takoyaki dori, I think.
Takoyaki, I don't know. Like that's the fried
octopus balls.
Octopus. Okay.
Yeah, and then that's like a rice and cheese under cream and butter or broccoli. It was good though.
It's like that one piece of broccoli, just like standalone.
It makes it healthy. It's a healthy dish now. It's got vegetables.
No, I get it. I mean, of course.
Vegetable.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
To be fair.
Yeah, no, I get it. Is cheese a vegetable? Yeah. I mean, that's dairy, right?
Maybe in our food groups.
So this was from the same place. I mean, we just talked
Milky Way Cafe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, like we're from the last few places we talked about. I mean, like how far are these from each other?
Q-Pot is in Omotesando, which is like the station right before you get to Shibuya Station on the Ginza line.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like basically half hour from our hotel. And then Milky Way Cafe is in Ikebukuro, which is maybe another 10-minute ride from Omotesando. But I think south. No idea. I never looked at the map. I just like this station or that station. That's all I need. I didn't look at the actual directions.
People can look it up. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. I do see a few others here. This one looks interesting. It looks like a familiar.
Yeah. The next few pictures are from Disneyland.
Oh,
when
Disney.
We went to Tokyo Disney.
Hold on. There's like 20 different Disney things, right? I don't even know.
There's 20, maybe around the world, but there's 2 different Disneys in Japan.
No, there's like a lot, right?
No. In Japan or
in Japan? I thought.
No. There's 2 different Disneylands in Japan.
Okay.
Like we have 2 here in LA. They have the regular Disneyland, which is basically smaller version, like less stuff version of our Disneyland, but in a much wider open space, which is really nice because you could walk there and not feel crowded. It was great.
Okay. Yeah.
That was where we went this time. We didn't, because nobody else had been. Like Oli and I, we've been to Tokyo Disney Sea, which is their version of California Adventure.
Okay.
I guess if you want to do it that way. And we both agree that it's cooler because it's more unique. It's got like the stuff that we won't have here.
Yeah.
But everybody else wanted to do Tokyo Disney, which is just the regular Disneyland, because they've never been, and they were like, So they were more excited for that, which I'm a little sad for, because Tokyo Disney Sea it's so much cooler.
Mm-hmm.
It's got Ariel's Grotto, where it's an actual like themed area of the park instead of just one ride. It's got 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It's got Journey to the Center of the Earth. It has an Agrabah section. It has Aquatopia, which I like more than our Autopia.
Okay.
Although Aquatopia is you just sit there. You don't actually pretend to control it.
Oh, I see. So,
yeah.
Okay. All right.
But anyway, we did Tokyo Disney this time, which was, like, to be fair, I hadn't been, so I was like, all right, let's see what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
it was just Disneyland, but more spacious with less stuff.
Right.
But also they had a lot of different popcorn buckets. Like they weren't sold out of their popcorn buckets.
So you had popcorn too.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
somewhere. I don't know. I bought my sister like it's a small world popcorn bucket because like it has like moving parts. You pull out a thing where it has the section that's a cuckoo clock basically for Small World.
Yeah.
And the window pops out and the thing actually pops out of it, which is really cool for a popcorn bucket.
Okay.
They also had like a Winnie the Pooh one, which was a honey pot with Winnie on top.
Yeah.
They had a Sleeping Beauty one, which was the rose thing and like a stained glass style, but it lights up. So I don't know. They had cool pop stuff, and that wasn't sold out, you know.
Yeah. Well,
but onto this thing.
Yeah.
It's a Baymax burger. It's like a Baymax. It's a Bao burger, and I'm very sad at how it came out. It's just Baymax deflating, I guess. It's fine, like whatever. I don't know I don't know why I expected better. It's like the fast food expectation versus reality kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
The picture versus what they actually serve you.
So what is it? What's in it?
I think it was chashu.
Okay.
I don't remember.
So
I was just too sad.
It's more of a bun.
How it looks.
It's more of a bun.
I guess so.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Just look at him. He's so wrinkly and sad.
Yeah, I know. It's too bad.
And he's falling apart on the bottom left.
Yeah. Yeah. He needs help. He needs another Baymax for himself.
Yeah, a little sad, but it's like, whatever. It's like $2, $3.
Mm-hmm.
Can't complain.
No, not at all. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we got some.
Next one is their frozen treats that we saw. A Mickey Ice Bar, which is tropical flavor. So I was like, all right. And a tiramisu ice cream sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
I had the ice cream sandwich. Oli had the Mickey Ice Bar. It was cool. And the next picture, you can actually no, I don't have one of the ice bar, but it actually looked like that. It wasn't like, you know, the ice cream trucks where it's all sad and melted Sonic face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it did not look like that, thankfully.
So this is better. Wait, is this ice cream? I don't know. Wait, this is
the ice cream sandwich. Yeah. The tiramisu ice cream sandwich. It's got a little Mickey imprint, which is cool. And it was, you know, it's actually good. It actually tastes like tiramisu.
So do you think this is better than like any, like from our frozen treats or whatever, like from what we serve up at Disneyland?
No, these are smaller, which is the important fact, a very important factor.
Just by virtue of size, it's already doomed.
Yeah. It's different flavors though, which is nice. Mm-hmm. It is nice. We didn't get any churros because we were a little sad about the churros there. They used to be in the pipe that they squeeze it out of or whatever for the dough. It used to be Mickey shaped. Yeah. But now it's just the regular pipe churro shape, which is very sad.
I did not know they have churros at Tokyo Disney, which is great.
Yeah.
Do you know if they happen to serve churros like all the other theme parks?
I have no idea. I assume they do. Okay. Just because it's a Disney thing at this point, everyone gets it because they had a turkey leg as well at this one.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
So
that's good. It is a staple. That's good.
Yeah.
That's great. Is this next one also part of Disney or
no? We bounced from Disney already. Because I was like whatever about that Disneyland. If it was Disney Sea, I probably would have been there a little longer.
How long do you spend at Tokyo Disney?
Maybe it was only like 6-7 hours.
Okay.
No, that's a lie. It was like 5 hours that we were there.
Got it. Okay.
Because the rides that I really wanted to go to were like 120-minute wait. And I was like, hell no.
Oh, wow.
The new ride that just opened like recently there was 180-minute wait. I was like, whatever. I don't care that much. I'd rather spend my time doing something more interesting.
Exactly. Right. Okay. So where is this now?
So Oli and I went to Tokyo Station because we were just wandering around. It was just us two because the rest of the group stayed at Disneyland longer. But we bounced because we were just like, let's go explore. So we were at Tokyo Station. It was like dinner time. We were looking for something specific, but we didn't find it. So we just stopped here to get a snack before we kept looking. It's like a Salisbury steak omurice kind of thing.
Interesting. Okay.
Which was just in the station, which is cool because Tokyo Station's huge. Mm-hmm. Like it's one of the biggest stations in Tokyo, and it's got hella hella anime stuff, hella character stores like Rilakuma and Senryo stuff.
Yeah.
And also a lot of food. A lot of food options. Like there were a bunch of different sushi places, there were a bunch of different omurice places, a bunch of different just bars in the station. So that was really cool. I forgot what this place is called, but it was an omurice that caught our eye because it also had meat.
Of course, yes. Is
Yeah.
this one? This it looks like a ramen thing. Is that also from?
No, this one's on the second to last day. We were in Yokohama.
Oh, okay.
So this is just we had to leave because the mall, everything was closed. The malls at least were closing down.
Mm.
And this is just one of the random ramen places we found on the side on the way back to the station.
Got it.
And it was good.
And what kind of ramen
very
are we
hearty
talking about?
broth.
Okay.
It's
like a tonkatsu or what?
Tonkatsu.
Okay.
Tonkatsu, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very hearty broth. It was good. It was like 400 yen. It was great.
Nice.
They also had that little, if you head back, that bottle on the top left is like a Coke bottle.
Yes.
It was like this big. It was so tiny. Not that I'm against it. It was cute, but like
right.
I would have gotten two if I knew.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not a regular portion size.
No. Not even a kid's portion size here. My God.
No, of course not. It's a shame.
It was good. It was cheap.
Okay.
So on the way back, everything was closed down already. But this is like we were headed back to our hotel. So we walked through the temple to get there because it was empty, so it's faster. And this is that area I was telling you about that would have had all the open stalls right in front of as you walk to the shrine.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Around what time would this be already?
I think it was around 11 p.m.
Okay.
Because we were coming back to also go to Don Quixote to get our big luggage that we were going to take back home.
Okay, got it. Speaking of luggage, it looks like
leads to this one.
I mean, you've really, yeah.
So coming into Japan, there were 6 of us, right, with 1 personal item and 1 carry-on. We ended up all leaving with also at least 1 check-in. We all bought 1 check-in there at place. I also brought in a duffel bag. Like I brought an empty duffel bag in my carry-on originally, so I had 3 bags when I left, and it's just the lady at the reception desk was like, "My God, y'all, how did y'all buy so much?"
Wow.
She counted it, and I think it ended up being like 26 or 27 bags between 6 people.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't even know how that happened. She was including like the backpacks and personal items, I guess. But still, this is all. We came in as a group with 1 carry-on, 1 personal item each, and this is all what we're leaving with after 2 weeks.
Amazing.
Crazy.
Did anyone have to pay extra for carry-on or anything?
You know what? Surprisingly not. Like we were all like weighing. We're just feeling it out, right? Seeing how much stuff weighed. And I thought, and not just me, but I and Oliver and Nina, those 2 go to the gym a lot, so I thought they would be more accurate at guessing. But we all thought that Oli went over and that Nina would have gone over the 50-pound weight limit. No one was even close. I don't know how, if the scale at the airport was broken or if we're all just a lot weaker now than we thought.
Wow.
I don't know.
Okay. But it looks like you brought back a lot.
Not as I probably brought back the least out of everybody.
Okay.
I ended up because all my crap that I bought was small freaking games.
Got it.
A few, like maybe an outfit, only 1 outfit with the 1 Kirito jacket from Sword Art Online. But,
okay.
But like Oli bought a lot of poofy stuff. Like she bought a big jacket. Yeah. She bought a bunch of dresses. So packing for her was a little harder.
Yeah, totally.
And like figures and stuff. So.
Okay.
But my God, we can't. I don't know, man. If we ever, the next time I go back, I don't want to end up like this.
Yeah.
But I probably will. Because it's Japan. I have no self-control when I'm on vacation.
Of course. But it looks like you did bring back some things for yourself, like you said. You got a
Yeah, I just wanted to highlight this because all this stuff would be like well over $400 if I bought it here.
yeah.
And it was like maybe 300 total because I bought it in Japan. I think
Okay.
less, honestly,
Okay.
if I remember correctly. So it's like, I hate how expensive stuff is here.
So yeah, we're looking at 5 Switch games, 3 PS5 games.
Yeah.
The
Like a couple of them are new too, like just came out, like that the Yakuza like Infinite Wealth
yeah,
was just came out in what, January, February. Tears of the Kingdom just came out last year, and that won't go on sale at all for another 4 years because Nintendo sucks.
yeah.
Same thing with Super Mario Brothers Wonder, like that just came out last year. It will never go on sale. Maybe another 3 years.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I'm just so amazed how much cheaper stuff is over there, and I'm very sad that we have to pay so much more here.
That's pretty good. So let's see what is it. Yeah, I mean that would be a pretty hefty haul, but price wise. But I mean, you said how much? Like,
I think it was under 300
okay, nice.
after converting the yen, which is insane.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But also, most of that was tax free, so I guess that's part of it too. Like,
okay.
you don't have to pay for tax if you're planning to not open it while you're in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Nice.
actually kind of a cool thing that you can do while internationally traveling, which I didn't really know of last time I went, sadly. But because it was a thing then too, I just didn't really take advantage of it like a fool.
I guess you'll know for next time.
Yeah, next time I travel anywhere.
Okay. Man, that was that was quite an epic, kind of trip that you took. Do you feel that that amount of time for the places that you visited, do you think that was like the right amount of time or just like good enough or
No,
oh
definitely not. I would have been there longer if I could.
Yeah.
Honestly, nowhere near enough time in Kyoto. I didn't realize it was only 2 full days of a city I've never been to ever.
Right.
So next time I go, definitely want to spend more time in Kyoto.
Okay.
But also go other places we haven't been to either, like further west into Osaka, where the USJ is, Universal Studios Japan, because that's far from Tokyo, but closer to Osaka.
Okay. Nice.
I can finally see Harry Potter Land because I still haven't seen it here.
Right. From all the places that you visited, let's say food wise, what are the ones that stand out? Let's
100%, of course, the kaiseki, right?
The nine course,
the Seki-Senkan 9-course meal. Yeah, of course, that you can't. Yeah, you're not gonna beat that. Honestly, that Wagyu specifically.
Yes,
one of the best things I ate while I was there.
Okay.
What else? Honestly, Final Fantasy Cafe, because you can get a lot of good food for little there, and it's themed stuff. So it's a theme I like. But also Yoshinoya, because cheap food, good cheap food, and I like gyudon specifically. Like I do like beef bowls a lot. So I like Yoshinoya even here. It's just so expensive in comparison.
That's right. Okay.
But my number one thing, whole trip.
Yeah.
That canned corn soup.
Of course.
It's
yes.
just so clutch when you're cold and you're outside and you have no gloves. You're wearing a windbreaker with only one layer under.
That's right.
And it was good because I like corn. Right. I am corn kid as a grown up.
Good.
And it was very nostalgic too because that was one of my favorite things when I first went 6 years ago.
Yes. So now to be reunited once again.
Yeah. It was like the first thing it was the first vending machine thing I bought for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's just the best thing I've ever had.
Amazing.
So useful. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Just in the warm embrace of canned corn.
Yeah. Oh my God. I would have died without that corn soup, honestly. Like I didn't realize how cold I was.
Yeah, exactly. It really carried you. That's good.
Yeah.
As far as any non-food, there's like a couple things that people need to try.
Stick out that I wanted to try, or
no. Well, I mean that people should, consider visiting
for sure. Doing like renting a kimono and going through some temple areas. Like I really enjoyed wearing my kimono to go around the Kimizadera area.
Yeah.
But I'm also a big weeb, so I don't know if that's not your thing. The arcades are cool. Like they have a lot of retro arcades even. So if you're into retro games, there are a lot of retro arcades, or even like newer stuff. Like right now, the big game in Japan is like some sort of Gundam fighting game. Like one of the arcades I went to had a whole floor dedicated to it.
No kidding. Okay. Well, it's
definitely
good.
worth checking out.
And then anything you would try to, I know, again, like time-wise, you would, it wasn't quite enough for certain things. But, I mean, like, yeah, just any general tips or anything for these aspiring travelers.
Keep an eye on the weather.
Yeah.
Definitely look up the weather before you go.
Okay.
Don't die in the snow.
Makes sense.
Also, I don't know. There's just so much to do. You can't really do it all in one trip. So don't try. Just enjoy. Take it slow.
You're saying don't try.
Trips.
Don't try to like do everything at once. You mean
not all at once? You're gonna miss out on something, and you're gonna feel sad.
Yeah.
So definitely, it's okay doing multiple trips. There's so much there that it won't be a waste of a trip. Because I know some people don't want to go to the same place twice. I think with Japan, you can go to the same place twice and still see so many new things that you wouldn't have otherwise.
Yeah. That's nice. Okay. So, I mean, when is the next trip?
So I was supposed to go to Australia next year to visit my friend over there, but might be trying to convince her to meet us in Japan instead.
There you go. That's the way to do it, I think.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Okay, good. Well, glad you had a great time. And, I hope we get to do it again. And
oh, yeah. Man, I don't remember if I said this earlier. I'm retiring there.
Yes, exactly. I don't know. I still have to make my way out there. It's definitely very exciting. Very exciting. I just had one other thing. Like, how was it to like communicate with people over there?
It's actually not too bad. Train stations, there's all the signs are in English as well as Japanese. They usually have the bigger stations at least have staff that know English. Most hotels have staff that know English. So at the very least, if you need directions or just help finding your way around or any recommendations to some stuff, it's pretty good. Like,
okay.
And then a lot of like the tourist attractions, like the Miffy Cafe, the themed cafes in general have at least one English speaking staff person. So it's easy to communicate ish. And if not, like some of the smaller stuff that we went to, Google Translate's actually really useful.
Okay.
We're able to have an actual conversation just by typing into our phone and having it go through.
That's great, man. Okay. Again, Japan's living in the future in many ways. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely add that to the bucket list, I guess. But yeah, we'll do that. Cool. Yeah. Got anything else for the people? I mean, they you really gave them a lot. We really came back with swinging. So
yeah, I was like, maybe I didn't send enough pictures because out of my 900, but I was like, it actually ended up being more.
900 is it's probably more than enough, at least, but more to come, right? I think so.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna add to that.
But with that said, I think we've come to the end of another episode. So thank you, Mychow. Welcome back. And, got to finish your contract. Anyway, thank you again. And thank you to our few and only fans for joining us. We're excited to bring you more of our adventures with good food and good people. Remember, reach out. We're here on Instagram. I'm at Dumb and Hungry. He's at my_chow. Also reach out to Don Quixote over there. You can email us at hi@dumbandhungry.com, where you can send us your feedback and your love letters. Find the videos on YouTube. What you like, subscribe, and smash. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever else fine podcasts are served. But until next time, I'm Angelo, the Dumb and Hungry.
I'm Mychow.
And on your next food adventure, remember to try one of each. Wow, that was that's quite the marathon.
Yeah, it was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think I had that much stuff to send.